Scientists say it can change your brain. It can release dangerous chemicals like formaldehyde into your bloodstream. It can expose your lungs to acrolein, which can cause irreversible damage. It's not a parasite, not a virus, not an infection. It's vaping.
There's a parenting alert this morning about the danger of teens vaping.
The FDA warning about liquid nicotine used in e-cigarettes.
Juuling, named after this brand of vape pen, exploding in popularity among teens, a hidden trend now coming out of the shadows.
Do you even vape, bro? Joe.
Sarah.
Lily. Megan.
Do you know anybody who's vaped?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know people who vape.
I know one person.
Yes, I know tons of people who vape.
Yes. I know people that vape.
Teens vape because of why they do really anything, and that is to fit in.
There's probably an element of looking cool, just like kids back in the day. Not in my day, because I'm very young, but in the, let's say 40 years ago, kids tried to be cool and like rebellious by smoking. So now it's a similar type of thing where they can look cool by vaping. So I think that may be part of why they do it.
Vaping is essential to everybody's life.
Yeah, you shouldn't do it. It's terrible.
You ain't gonna be happy without vaping. You need it. So think about that.
Juul pods. Now it's moved to students vaping in hallways, vaping in classrooms.
In the back, two desks in the corner, they had their hands kind of up like this, and there was a blue light coming from between their hands.
As you know, when somebody smokes in the boys' room, I know it because I can smell it. You know, with the vaping, because it looks like, you know, a thumb drive or something like that, it becomes very difficult to police that. You know?
The kids that I talk to believe that there's nothing in there that's dangerous. They don't think there's anything more than water.
It's not water. It's called e-liquid. And when heated by the coil, it changes to an aerosol.
Do I think it's cool? I do not think it's cool.
Well, I don't think vaping is cool because it involves nicotine, from what I understand. And nicotine's addictive, not good for you. And I also think it potentially is a gateway to other things that aren't good for you.
First thing I'm gonna try, sick Juul trick.
Nathan's here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot.
You can't overdose on Juul, can you?
They're dangerous for children because of the nicotine component. First of all, most kids don't even know that they're inhaling nicotine. They just think it's water vapor, and they don't think that there is any harmful chemicals in it, but there are, and these harmful chemicals are bad for the developing adolescent and teenage brain.
There are individuals who use it to move away from normal cigarettes. My barber, for instance, told me, I mean, he vapes, I guess is what you guys call it. And he says he hasn't had a cigarette in 12 months.
Being a cigarette addict was hard, but when I switched to vaping, it was just so much better.
teens generally are interested in experimenting and, you know, pushing the limits and doing new things, and I think they experiment with things like drinking and smoking and sometimes drugs.
They're just cool. Like, they're cool. You rip them. There's nothing cooler than blowing a fat cloud like that. They call me the Colossus of Cloud. It helps my swag. It helps my drip. I just love walking around. It's really good for getting chicks, too. So.
I mean, if you're ugly, holding a vape will make you 10 times hotter. It just will.
And nicotine is so incredibly addicting. It's really on the same level as cocaine.
More than marijuana.
Yeah, more than marijuana.
Absolutely.
So that's really the compound in it that scares me.
E-cigarette manufacturing is a relatively unregulated industry, and while some people might think they're safe to vape, Dr. Hayes says the harmful chemicals in that vapor are similar to tobacco smoke.
And as far as high school fads, which often come and go, this one seems to be sticking, and there's a lot of concern about it, exactly for the reason you mentioned. There is a perceived harmlessness with this, but that's not the case.
600 different kinds you could purchase on the internet. There are 7,000 to 8,000 different solutions.
You got the peanut butter. You got the jelly. Spread it on the bread. 2 times 4 makes 8. Plus 7, carry the 9. You get 107.
It's a trend that many parents are not even aware of. But e-cigarette use, or vaping, has grown an astonishing 900% among high school students in recent years, according to the Surgeon General. And a 2016 National Youth Tobacco Survey found nearly 1.7 million high school students and 500,000 middle schoolers had used e-cigarettes in just the 30-day period before the survey was.
Timmy, get back here now. Timmy. Sorry. Timmy. Poor little Timmy has been struggling with a vape addiction for years. He just doesn't know what to do with his life anymore.
Do you think your kids have ever vaped?
I plead the fifth.
Wait, what are we doing? What's up, dude? I'm here to explain to you what vaping is to me, right? It's a philosophy. Listen, seriously. There's the peanut butter, the jelly. Spread it out.
Oh no, we're good.
I need you to not do this. You know what I mean? It affects me. He laughs, he thinks it's a joke. He thinks everything's a joke. You don't even, I'm sorry. Like, he gets me turned up. He's, see what I'm saying? Just cut it. Timmy, it's because of the baby.
What are you doing?
Hi, what are your names?
I'm Mike Zima, Sarah's father, I think.
Please. You should vape. End it there.